As they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wait! Ready! Escape situation. Let's go. Slant! Hey! 58, Mike.
On first down, Flacco. And his first look is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Tight dog. Out. Okay, hot set. Wait.
Here's Flacco. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
18. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Out of the gun, Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Under 10. Hold the look.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Rush coming, And he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Elliott running right. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere. Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Slam, slam, slam. Good move. Good move. Back. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
18. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring General West. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. He's at the 30. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. looking to throw. Trubisky on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Mike. 180. Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, Trubisky caught by Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. On springs free, Montgomery loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. On third down, Elliott. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 3
wide. Stay with your man. Monday. Stand. Hey, team 6.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line. Alert. Check. Red, go. Five.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And this is caught. at the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Gun. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Roger, 5-0. Showing it, showing it. 36, 36.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
Let's go,
So as they take it over, we step aside.
58. Ready. 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13. On red.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rewind. Hey, Haywood. 58.
Play action. Flacco. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 15 yards on the play, first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Set. Wait. Get Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Monday.
10th carry now for Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 18. Check right. Bravo. Watching you five.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, yellow. 80.
Flacco. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Cowboys.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You. 55's Mike, guys. 50. Lock in. Here we go. Let's bring it. Alert. Let's bring it.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, zoom.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Red. Mike Spopo. You're over here.
Flacco off play action. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
And it's third down.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Recon, 132 fighter.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me.
Alert, 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 alert. Lock in, lock in.
50's a must.
Watch. Hey, exit.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Now it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
61, matchbox lights.
Again, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Here I come again.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
10, like 80. Roger, 5-0.
Switch.
6-6, bullet box. Gun.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, baby, they turn up. Let's get that ball.
Go red.
No, off.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We want it. Come to
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Behind that way. Like it is.
Hey, they scared.
Red.
What twist?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating off play action. Flacco rolling to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And now look at him go. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 78 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down now, it's Cohen. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Austin.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. He's coming.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try.
took me so long getting